Okay, I pull, I try and get the choy bar, but he manages to connect his hands together, right? So I'm gonna step on the thigh, again, tension on the leg. I bring my arm elbow deep and under my armpit. Now I turn my shoulders to the floor and just shuffle this wrist from one side of the body to the other. So we land in this position, right? So now I need to free my bottom leg using my left leg. I need to kick with my left leg and then bring my right knee up. Okay, careful not to hit the partner in the face. Bring your toes all the way behind you, and I want to tuck my head in and go to the top of my head. Most common mistake I see when I teach this is people post on their face and they find it very uncomfortable, right? If you just post on the top of your head as if you're doing like a wrestling warm-up, it's going to be much easier. So I use my right toes that I just extracted, again using my foot on the thigh, come up to the top of my head, and we're in this position. Only now I'm going to let my leg cut through my partner's hips to his far thigh. Once I have that thigh hook, I can extend it. Now I can look to hop my right leg over and behind my partner's lap. Okay, from this position, if I try to keep the Kimura, I won't be able to get to the back, right? So I need to let go and post my hands on the floor. And then if my partner tries to posture and I posture, I'm going to get there first because of this right knee pulling my hips behind him. Okay, and again, if you continue trying to posture, you'll get easy entries to the finish. But for the most part, right, what good guys will do, if we go back a little bit, we're here. I've just got my knee over the top of my partner's lap. I post my hands on the floor. Good guys will try and buck you forward off using their hips. And you need to walk backwards with your hands, right? If you try and do anything else, you're going to get bucked off forward. And if he still keeps trying to buck you off forward, you need to walk all the way back and come off your partner's back so you can start to try and tilt them back over and then work entries from there. You know, finishes, whatever you like to do from that position. Okay, so one more time. We get here, let's go from Kimura. On over the top, my partner manages to get their arms, right? I'm going to use my foot on the thigh, extract my right leg, and bring the toes all the way behind me. Okay, I always want to have a decent grip with this, right? Where if my partner just tries to posture and rip, I'm going to be able to keep his arm bent. If his arm's able to go straight, he'll be able to rotate it and extract his thumb. So wrist grips the whole time. Come to the top of your head, shoot your left leg through the gap to your partner's far thigh, and I use my right toes in a jump, and I pinch my knee behind my partner's far lap. So from this position, good partners are going to try and tip you forwards, post your hands, and sit up, okay? If he continues trying to tip me forwards here, I'm basically going to dismount, okay? And then come to my partner's back. If he lifts his chin up at any point throughout the sequence, you're looking straight for the finish when you have your hooks in. Alright, so again, we're going to get our same entry to the Kimura. And we land in this position, and I step my foot on my partner's hip. This time he's connecting his hands, but instead of keeping his posture low, he's lifting his head up really hard. So this is going to happen, right? Some people, very strong, post more on your left knee and lift your head up higher. So they're going to literally like be lifting you off the floor, right? So this is an issue. So if I try and take my leg out here and go to the top of my head, I can't get that right leg over the top of his head. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to bring my right knee all the way up next to my head, and I'm going to chest it. As I chest it, that foot needs to pass in front of my partner. So you see on this side of my partner's body, I'm just going to pull the grip in tight to my hips. This arm needs to go underneath my leg, right? If my partner lets go at this point and the arm comes outside, I'm going to be in this sort of Kimura position where it's very easy for you to finish your partner. Okay, just bending the Kimura. You can use your legs to slow down the roll relative to them and just crank the Kimura. But for this, my partner's going to keep his hands connected and he's going to be pulling in really tight across his body, right? Just to keep his arm safe. So I'm going to push the elbow and feed my hand all the way through. So you go from a Kimura grip where I'm only wrist deep, I need to be elbow deep, so I push his elbow and hold my thigh and throw my right leg over the top. So from this position, right, it's going to be hard to finish when you're face up. I need to pin my partner to the floor by sitting on them. So what we're going to do is look for a grip on the bottom of my partner's foot and catch his big toe. Most common problem I see when people do this is they try and do like a turtle roll and they end up on the top of their head. What we're looking to do is a barrel roll here, right? My left leg can't be trapped when I complete the roll. So I need to put my left leg on top of my partner's head. If you're facing this way when you start, once you catch the bottom of your partner's foot, turn your hips so you're facing the other way. My left leg needs to go above my partner's head and I'm going to pull his leg towards me and over the top. See when we land, I'm looking face up. I didn't try and invert underneath my partner or anything like that. So we land here, my left foot is free and my right foot is free. I post my hand on the floor and I sit back towards my partner, adjusting my right hand so I can start to drive into him properly. And you should still have this grip elbow deep. Alright, I'm going to just post my hand on the floor and I'm going to sit on my partner. If he's got his grip really tight here, so pull your grip really tight. Yeah, I should be able to use my leg here to start to just walk my leg out and pull my partner's elbow towards my hip to get the finish. If you go on your back again, if you're just here, obviously, right, and he connects his hands, you're well aware that this doesn't work, right? If he's connecting his hands, I'm not just going to rip his arm over the top. But if you manage to get this position, now I don't even need really to separate his arms. I can just pull the elbow and trap the arm. In the case that people have flexible shoulders, let's say he's relaxing, he completely lets go of everything, then I want to make sure that I'm pulling first and foremost. Then I'm going to just walk my foot behind my partner's back to get the finish.